Hello students, welcome to this special video lesson designed by Rishi Sir. Today, we're going to unpack a really beautiful short story by the one and only Ruskin Bond, The Thief's Story. You know, on the surface, it seems like a simple tale, but trust me, it asks some pretty deep questions about people.
Yeah, that's really the heart of it, isn't it? So as we go through this story, just keep this one big question in the back of your mind. Can one person's goodness, their kindness, really be enough to change someone completely? Let's dive in and see.
Okay, so let's set the scene. The story starts when our two main characters meet for the first time. First, we've got Hari Singh. Now, he's only 15 years old, but he's already a very experienced thief. And then there's Anil, who's 25. He's a writer, seems really kind, simple, and for Hari, well, he looks like the perfect, easy target.
And Hari is so confident, no? He even calls himself a fairly successful hand. It's his way of saying, hey, I'm a professional, I'm good at this. So he looks at Anil and thinks, okay, this is my chance. He figures he can easily win Anil's trust and then, get to work.
But right away, something totally unexpected happens. Anil does hire Hari to cook, even though Hari's cooking is just awful. But he does more than that. He actually starts teaching him. First, how to write his name, then some words, and even promises to teach him how to write whole sentences. This is not your typical employer-employee thing at all.
See, that's the point, yaar. Hari gets so confused. He says it's easy to rob a greedy man because, he deserves it. But Anil, he's just so trusting and careless with everything. And Hari feels that robbing someone like that just takes all the pleasure out of the job. How to manage this tension, no? It makes everything so complicated for him.
And then Anil does this. He gives Hari a key to his own room. Now this is a huge deal, a massive symbol. Anil is basically giving Hari complete freedom and total access. For a thief, this should be the perfect setup, right? But for Hari, it's actually becoming a major test of his conscience.
And then, the moment of truth arrives. Anil comes home with a bundle of notes, 600 rupees from selling a book. For a boy like Hari, who's used to stealing, this is a very, very tempting amount of money. This is that moment where he has to make a choice, his old life or this new one that Anil is offering him.
And he gives in. He goes back to his old ways. The whole scene is so tense you can feel it. Anil is sleeping, not a care in the world, and Hari's hand just slides under the mattress. He pulls out the notes without making a sound and just runs. The plan is simple. Catch the 10:30 train to Lucknow and disappear. It really feels like the old Hari is won.
So Hari gets to the platform. The train is literally starting to move. He could easily jump on, no problem. He's got the money, he's got his escape, but he just stops. He hesitates. And the big question here is, why? What stopped him?
And this quote gives us the answer. In that moment, he imagines Anil finding out, and he knows Anil won't be angry about the 600 rupees. He'll just be sad. Sad that the trust he gave away so easily was broken. And that thought, that feeling of letting Anil down, is so much heavier than any punishment. It's what stops him in his tracks.
So he turns around and starts walking back. And as he's walking through the rain, it all starts to become clear. He feels the notes, all damp from the rain, and they suddenly feel worthless. And then he remembers Anil's promise to teach him to write whole sentences. And right there, he finally understands that what Anil was offering him, an education, respect, a completely different life, that's worth so much more than a few stolen rupees.
So he goes back to the room and he's so nervous. It's funny, no? The writer tells us it's actually much harder to return stolen money than it is to steal it in the first place. He carefully, quietly, slips the wet notes back where he found them, his heart probably pounding the whole time.
Now, the next morning is the real climax of this story. Anil wakes up, makes some tea, and very calmly, he hands Hari a 50-rupee note. He tells him he'll be paid regularly now. And as Hari takes the money, his fingers touch it and he realizes the note is still damp from the rain.
Anil knows. He knows everything. He knows Hari took the money and brought it back, but he doesn't say a single word about the theft. He doesn't shame him, he doesn't scold him. Instead, he just says, today, we'll start writing sentences. This is his way of giving Hari a real second chance, without any judgment. It's so powerful.
And right at that moment, Hari gives Anil a genuine smile. It's the first time in the whole story. It's not that fake, appealing smile he uses to trick people. This one just comes naturally, without any effort. That final smile tells us that his transformation is complete. He's a new person.
So that's the beautiful journey of the story. But what are the deeper lessons we're meant to learn here? Let's break it all down in our takeaway zone and see what this story is really teaching us.
For me, the number one theme has to be the power of kindness and trust. I mean, Anil's simple act of just trusting Hari was enough to completely change his life's direction. It's amazing. And that connects perfectly to the second theme, this desire for education and respect. Hari realizes that knowing how to read and write, becoming a clever and respected man, that's the real goal. It's a much better path to a good life than just stealing. Exactly! And I think both of those ideas really build up to the third theme, which is all about human connection and second chances. At the end of the day, this story shows us what can happen when one person decides to see the good in someone else and gives them a chance to live up to it.
The story also uses a really cool literary device called situational irony. All this means is that what happens in the end is the complete opposite of what you expected to happen. So, in this case, Hari Singh, the thief, goes to Anil's place to rob him, but he ends up leaving with something much more valuable than money. He leaves with an education and a chance to become a better person.
So, we end right where we started with that big question. This story seems to say that, yes, absolutely, basic human goodness can change a person. It really makes you think about the power we all have to help others, just by showing a little bit of trust and kindness. Cello, done and dusted. I really hope this helps you understand the chapter better. Best of luck, guys!